Hi, this is Jürgen Rasmussen. Welcome to the Provocative Hypnosis vlog. Repressed memories. What do I tell those who come to me or who call me and ask me to assist them in uncovering possible repressed memories of childhood abuse? Sadly, I get these requests from time to time. What I tell people who ask this is that A, the memory science seems to suggest that people who have experienced sexual abuse tend to remember it. They tend to very often remember it all too well. Now, the exception would be, of course, if someone were abused before they formed the ability to have autobiographical memories. So, from the age of 2.5 to 4 years old, if someone's abused before then, they'll have no memory of it, not because they've repressed it, but because they haven't developed the software or the architecture, if you will, to be able to form autobiographical memories. I further tell them that there is no evidence, I'll repeat that, there's no evidence from memory science that suggests that people can be sexually abused, raped, completely repress all knowledge of it having happened, and to then store it in an alleged unconscious mind where it lurks behind the scenes and influences our lives, and that these memories can later on be uncovered or retrieved through hypnosis or body work or breath work or some other modality, and that these memories can be trusted to be both historically accurate and help us solve whatever issues we came in for. There's no evidence of this whatsoever. And I further suggest to people that if you walk into a therapist's office and you ask them to assist you in uncovering repressed memories from your childhood so that you can discover what really happened, if someone says yes to this, run. Grab your wallet and run. If someone claims that they can use some therapeutic approach because the body remembers, run. If you walk into a therapist's office and you have no memories of ever being sexually abused, and the therapist sells you the idea that your issues in life are somehow the result of likely sexual abuse, and if you then say, I haven't been abused, if the therapist then continues to sell the idea that, well, you've probably just repressed it, and that you together need to unlock the memories and uncover the repressed memories for healing or psychological growth to take place, run. This person is either completely incompetent or a fraud or both. Now, what I further suggest to these people, I say, look, I assume that in asking for help in discovering what really happened during your childhood, that you have some idea that if you could do that, that you would get something worthwhile from that. What is it that you think that discovering the truth or uncovering these so-called repressed memories would do for you? And then they say, well, I think I then could have healthy relationships or proper boundaries or assert myself or have the capacity to love someone or accept someone else's love or what have you. That's what the person's looking for. They just think that the road to get there lies in uprooting these alleged repressed memories. So I suggest to these people that look, the things you describe, there are certain psychological understandings and skills and capacities that you can develop that can help you do those things through insight, through systematic training, but you don't have to dig around in your childhood to do so. So that's what I tell people who ask me for help in uncovering alleged repressed memories. So if you know someone who's going to therapy under the guise of lifting their repression, uh, please share this video with them. It can likely spare them a lot of misery. You see, even if memories start to occur, even if they seem vivid and compelling and detailed, there's no proof whatsoever that anything that gets uncovered during these sessions can be trusted in terms of historical accuracy. So what can very easily happen is that people end up with fabrications that they take to be true, and suddenly they begin to accuse a family member, a father, a brother, a grandfather, an uncle, a sports coach, of something that, if they didn't remember it before that naturally, something that in all likelihood didn't happen. And this is a tragedy for several reasons, because A, there's no evidence that this helps people then to become happier or to have more fulfilling relationships. And B, it can very easily tear families apart. And accusing someone, of abuse based upon repressed memories alone is extremely shaky and extremely unlikely to be a complete fabrication. So you risk really hurting not only the person that you're accusing, but his or her loved ones as well, and also you, the day you may wake up and realize that this was all a sham. And if you're really unlucky, that person might lose his job, might get charged, and might even get convicted and spend time in prison for something that they haven't done. There's plenty of documented cases of this having happened all over the Western world. So this is what we would call a lose-lose. If you would like to read up on this a little bit, I highly recommend Elizabeth Loftus's work. The Myth of Repressed Memory is a really good book. There's a great science writer called Mark Pendergrast who's written a book called Memory Warp, which is excellent. He also has a more academic one, which is called The Repressed Memory Epidemic. That I also highly recommend reading. So I hope this information will help someone out there. As always, if you would like some help, know that I see clients on Skype from all over the world every day. And you can get in touch with me at provocativehypnosis.com. Thanks for listening.